fact, the Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard, who we just spoke with, will not be on Mackinac Island for the first time in many years. He's disappointed about it, but he's got a sort of a conflict there that he has to deal with. I am driving right now for Hyundai of Lansing, the Hyundai Sonata, the 2011. It's right in front of our studio here, and it is available at less than Blue Book value at Cheryl Freeborough's Hyundai of Lansing in Grand Ledge. It's $19,989 with about 35,000 miles on it. The Blue Book value on that is 21,700 miles. And as you can see, if you're watching on Fox 47 or if you happen to drive by our American Metal Roof studio here, it's a sleek-looking shark of a car with a little fin on the back. And it does real well. It's I shouldn't say little because it's a comfortable sedan-style car. And just go to HyundaiofLansing.com or Google up even Cheryl Freeborough. You'll find it there, or stop on by. She'll deliver it to you anywhere in the state if you're not in the Lansing area, and you can shop there for any of her pre-owned vehicles or her Hyundai vehicles at Hyundai of Lansing. Let's get a weather report right now as we're getting the gas prices are coming down, the temperatures are going up. It looks like a perfect scenario as we get closer to Memorial Day weekend and Mackinac Island next week. Hopefully won't need our umbrellas, right, Robert Shields?
You can expect a quiet Tuesday from the Soo Locks to the beaches of New Buffalo. Here is your forecast for Pure, Michigan. High pressure is drifting across the Upper Peninsula. This means a dry day, a northerly breeze, and temperatures dropping more than 10 degrees statewide. Highs along the Lake Michigan shoreline will range from the mid-60s in Benton Harbor and St. Joe to the mid-50s near Petoskey and Harbor Springs. In mid-Michigan, expect partly sunny skies and highs near 70. Across the country, it is worth noting a tornado outbreak is possible today in Kansas and Oklahoma. It seems for once this season, right in the heart of Tornado Alley. I'm meteorologist Robert Shields. Back to you, Michael Patrick.
He is my brother at CBS in Toledo with that weather report, and also yesterday at the Tiger game. Now, they were trying to break a losing streak, and they went up against the Tampa Bay Rays down at Comerica Park, and Phil Koch was the starter, and all of a sudden, he twisted his ankle trying to field a bunt, and in comes pitcher Charlie Furbush, and he collected his first major league win. The Tigers beat the Rays 6-3 yesterday, and manager Jim Leland talked about the fact that he had to sort of throw Mr. Furbush in there in an emergency.
That might be a good thing. You know, it wasn't like he's prepared for a couple days to get his first start. You know, he's kind of just thrown into it. Probably didn't have time to really think about it that much. Just got thrown into it, and there he was, and he did an excellent job.
You didn't have time to think about it at all, and here's what Charlie Furbush said about being rushed in.
I was down in the bullpen, we were watching it, and that play happened where Phil got hurt, and this kind of happened so fast, and they're like, you're in. I'm like, okay. So I got to use as many pitches as I needed to get warm, and just kind of try to do the best I could to keep the control under control, all the damage, so it was good.
Once Furbush was warm and went in, what was it like, Charlie, being in a big league game?
It was great. I mean, I was trying to hold back some smiles there, that's for sure. You know, it was great to be out there and just make my debut, and you know, like you said, I couldn't write it up any differently, but you know, it was definitely a good win for the team, and I was happy that we won.
Andy Hetzel is the Vice President of Corporate Communications for Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. I guess when you're an athlete at that level, you're ready to go, or you got to be ready to go at any time, huh?
I guess so, but the issue is, Michael Patrick, as you and I well are aware, that the vast majority of us are not at that level.
We're not at that level, but we could aspire at least to have ourselves ready for physical activity if we should need to. I mean, it's embarrassing to get winded going up a flight of stairs.
It is, and I was on hold, and I was listening to an obesity prevention PSA on your hold service, and what they're recommending to prevent obesity and diabetes is 30 minutes of adults exercising every day, and that's, you know, what we're at Blue Cross recommending for all of our members and for the people of Michigan is, you know, get out and get 30 minutes of vigorous activity every day. Get your heart pumping. You don't need to, you know, exercise yourself into pain. You don't need to break a real heavy sweat. Just get out there for 30 minutes, take a walk at lunch, walk double pace, and get the exercise you need.
That's the trick of it, though. Some people say, yeah, 30 minutes. If I had 30 minutes, you know, I would use it to be with my kids or do a little more work or, you know, take a nap, for God's sakes. We are under a time crunch these days, it seems.
Well, the great thing about walking, Michael, is that you can do it with your kids or your family after dinner at home, or you can do it with coworkers. You can even have a walking meeting during the workday. 37% of adults aren't active at all in this country, and that's resulted in a huge increase in obesity and obesity-related healthcare costs, and really a diminished quality of life for a lot of people. Adults that are listening to your show should try their best to schedule themselves for 30 minutes of exercise every day. It could be as simple as walking or going out to play a sport, even softball after work. A lot of us are doing that now, or golf, if you could walk the golf course. Just find ways to exercise. It's the summer months in Michigan. It's an easy thing to do, and you just got to dedicate yourself to doing it.
You play softball?
I did. I got, unfortunately, I got injured a couple years ago, but I was out there on a regular basis playing softball for a while.
Yeah, and some people say, oh, there's that Andy Hetzel again admonishing us to get exercise. But the point of it is you will feel better. You will feel better, and your mood will improve if you just get a little bit every day.
A little bit every day. It's not that big a deal. It's not that much of a time commitment to get out and get 30 minutes of exercise every day. You can even do it in 10-minute increments. If you go out and, for 10 minutes, walk at a quick pace 3 times a day, you're getting the exercise that's recommended for you. And again, 37% of the adults in this country don't get any exercise. And that's a really alarming statistic as we take a look at the cost of health care and health insurance in this country. We need to take some personal responsibility, all of us, and get out and get the exercise that we need to stay healthy.
I noticed that you say walk at a quick pace.
Yeah, the secret is to get your heart beating a little bit faster than it normally beats, Michael. That's what you need to try to do when you get out and exercise, is to increase that heart rate, increase the pace of your cardiovascular system, burn some calories, and get out there and get some vigorous activity. That will help you down the road. If you do it on a regular basis, it will have health benefits for you, regardless of your current health status. You can be very heavy or you can be in shape. You have to get out there all the same and get your 30 minutes every day.
I presume I will see you next week on Mackinac Island for the Detroit Regional Chamber Policy Conference?
One of my favorite events, and my vigorous activity on that island is walking up the hill from downtown Mackinac Island to the Grand Hotel. That's quite a climb, and I do it quite a bit when I'm up there, and I'm looking forward to it. It's a great policy conference, and I look forward to seeing many of your listeners up there too.
Luckily, the Gatehouse Bar is halfway up the hill, in case you need a little glass of water and to sit down for a minute, like I do.
Sure thing. They've got some good golf up there too, and that golf course is an excellent course to walk.
Yeah, try it at 3:30 in the morning when you're going to host your radio show, looking up that hill after a long night and saying, whew, am I going to make it to the top? And it's awfully early and all that sort of thing. But it is a beautiful place for that reason, that there are no cars, there are no golf carts, nothing like that. You have to walk everywhere you're going or take I always feel sorry for the horses. Is that stupid of me? Because they're pulling those huge things with all those people in it. I mean, that can't be fun, but...
Those horses have to pull you and me around, Michael Patrick, so it's okay to feel a little bit sorry for them.
I guess maybe they like getting out and stretching their legs and that kind of thing, and they're probably well-fed and rewarded and all that. But anyway, you're right. It's a great place, a beautiful place to take a walk, and that's what Andy Hetzel at Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan is suggesting that you do. May is National Physical Fitness and Sports Month, and you can go to bcbsm.com for more details, bcbsm.com, and they'll even set up a little walking plan for you there. You can do it yourself right online. We are back with Dan Musser, in fact. President of Grand Hotel will be coming up, and State Representative Chuck Moss.